पड़ेंगे। मत चल, तेज चल। संभालो और आपके भी भाषण के लिए तैयार है श्रीमान।
Chief of the Air Staff will now award the unit citations.
Number 1 Squadron, Tigers, was raised at Rig Road, Karachi on the 1st of April 1933. The squadron was the first in the IAF to be awarded with the President's Standards in 1968 and was at the forefront of action in the Air Force strikes over terrorist camps in Balakot, POK. For the exemplary achievements in its operational role, upholding the reputation of the IAF and relentless gallant service to the nation, Number 1 Squadron Air Force is awarded unit citation by Chief of the Air Staff. Commanding Officer Number 1 Squadron, Group Captain Sushil Kumar and Master Warrant Officer P.K. Singh will be receiving the citation. Number 1 Squadron.
(126) Helicopter Unit. Christened the Featherweights was raised at Chandigarh on 15 May 1986. The unit is the only helicopter unit in the world to operate both the Russian Mi-26 and the American Chinook helicopters. For its unmatched commitment, devotion to duty, display of valor, and decisive performance towards support of operations, 126 Helicopter Unit Air Force is awarded unit citation by the Chief of the Air Staff. Commanding Officer 126 Helicopter Unit, Group Captain Aditya Pratap Singh and Honorary Flight Lieutenant Nishikant Rautre will be receiving the citation. 126 Helicopter Unit.
.362 TRU Air Force was raised at Sirsa in Haryana on 14th March 2020 and was redeployed at Kasauli in Himachal Pradesh on 1st January 2022. Presently, the unit is deployed in Ops Snow Leopard and is operational as feeder sensor to IACCS. For exemplary performance during Ops Snow Leopard, for prolonged deployment at forward location in no war, no peace scenario, 362 TRU Air Force is awarded unit citation by the Chief of the Air Staff. Commanding Officer 362 TRU, Squadron Leader Bharat Pandey and Warrant Officer Pinku will be receiving the citation. 362 TRU.
Software Development Institute was established in year 1992 with the mandate to undertake in-house design, development, integration and testing of new airborne systems and weapons of the IAF fighter aircraft. For its contribution to the Indian Air Force in the areas of indigenous airborne software, D&D, the sustenance achieved in ensuring R&D.
4 common business gaps that I see in business owners. Number 1, low margins. Number 2, slow payments. Number 3, inconsistent sales. And number 4, no focus on strategic growth by the business owner because the business owner is stuck in day-to-day firefighting. If you have any of these 4 challenges, then I have an invitation for you. The only way for you to solve these problems is to acquire new skills and knowledge. And only when you learn will you grow. And only when you grow can you grow your business. So make sure you commit yourself to learning the strategies and skills that will allow you to break through these challenges by being a part of the 4-hour business success workshop. Click on the link below and register yourself right now. These 4 hours will shift the trajectory of your business by transforming your skills. The investment is just ₹99. So what are you waiting for? Take action right now.
More than 32,000 people have already attended the workshop and leading their office meetings with an applause-worthy presentations. When you sign up today, you will receive tons of bonuses worth ₹8,000 for absolutely free, which includes 300 plus PPT templates, 10,000 plus icon sets to showcase your data, the best Excel and PowerPoint ebooks to elevate your presentation skills to the next level. So, sign up today, grab your free bonuses, and I will see you inside the workshop.
To look back to introspect on the previous year, celebrate our achievements, recognize areas where we fell short, learn our lessons, and realign ourselves to the present and future requirements. The global security environment is in the state of constant flux. Ongoing conflicts have demonstrated the inescapable requirement to have a strong and capable Air Force. Therefore, there is a need for the Indian Air Force to be prepared to meet any contingency that challenges our national interests. Adopting latest technology along with innovative and out-of-the-box thinking will play a decisive role in today's multi-domain environment. The theme this year, Bharatiya Vayu Sena, Saksham, Shashakt, Evam Atmanirbhar, perfectly describes our aspirations. Over the years, we have become more empowered with better technology and achieved new levels of op exploitation of our systems and weapons. Atmanirbharta in the field of defense R&D and manufacturing is our priority, and concrete steps have been taken to support Make in India initiatives by engaging MSMEs, startups, individual innovators, professionals, R&D institutes, and academia. The past year has been very eventful, and Indian Air Force has proved its mettle on various fronts. One of our primary objectives is to deliver weapons on target, on time, every time. And this capability was aptly showcased during the firepower demonstration exercise Vayu Shakti at Pokhran range in February this year. This was followed by the Air Force level exercise Gagan Shakti in April, during which all elements of the Air Force were exercised in near operational environment so as to learn valuable lessons which are being incorporated in our op plans. This year, we expanded our participation in bilateral and multilateral exercises with the air forces of friendly foreign countries. We also conducted the largest multinational exercise Sarang Shakti on Indian soil after a gap of 61 years with participation from air forces of more than 30 nations. The fact that this exercise was very well received by all participating air forces and our overall arrangements and conduct of the exercise earned a lot of praise is a testimony to the competence and professionalism of our air warriors. We have always been the first responder in any calls of humanitarian assistance and disaster relief, both within India and abroad. In the last 1 year, Indian Air Force has been called upon to provide flood relief in many locations while fighting forest fires in some other. Beyond our borders also, we played an important role in relief and evacuation from many countries. Rescue of merchant ship MV Rowan in March this year demonstrated our strategic reach and prowess. The welfare and well-being of our personnel and their families continues to be of utmost importance to us. The Indian Air Force remains fully committed to provide a conducive working environment to one and all. A number of developmental projects on construction or upgradation of accommodation, messes, schools, auditoriums, sports infrastructure, medical and recreational facilities are being pushed to enhance the quality of life and standard of living of our personnel. The Agniveers have seamlessly integrated into our Air Force. Indian Air Force became the first service to form an Agniveer Vayu Women drill team. The outstanding performance by our air warriors in various sporting events at the Olympic Games this year and other international championships has made us proud. I also take this opportunity to pay tribute to our veterans and acknowledge their outstanding contribution. It is their vision and tenacity of purpose that nurtured our Air Force along the path of progress. Let me assure them that we will continue to strive for excellence and ensure success in every mission that we undertake, keeping in line with the values and ethos that we have inherited from them. I especially want to mention the dedication and support of our families who have faced hardships at the home front while we carried out a duty at work, and backing of the entire nation, without which we wouldn't have succeeded in most of the endeavors. I cannot tell you how honored I feel today to command this elite force with golden legacy and extremely committed and determined air warriors, prepared and ready to meet any challenges of the future. As we enter the 93rd year of our existence, let us continue to strive towards a stronger, more capable, and fully self-reliant Indian Air Force. Together, we will ensure that IAF remains a symbol of strength, security, and sovereignty for our nation. I will fail in my duty if I do not place on record my compliments to the Air Officer Commanding-in-Chief Training Command, Air Officer Commanding Air Force Station Tambaram, and all Principal Staff Officers of Air Headquarters and their teams for putting up such a befitting show on the 6th as well as this morning. My appreciation to the Parade Commander and the Air Warriors on parade for your immaculate turnout, precise and crisp drill movements, and the Josh displayed. Special thanks to the Chennai administration and the government of Tamil Nadu for all the support, and to our veterans and families who have joined us for these events today. At the end, my wife Sarita and I convey our greetings to all air warriors, Agniveers, NCs, DSC personnel, civilians, esteemed air veterans and families on this special day, and wish you all good health, happiness, and continued success in all your future endeavors. May the Indian Air Force continue to touch the sky with glory. Jai Hind!
अब राष्ट्रगान होगा। आपसे अनुरोध है कि आप अपने स्थान पर खड़े हो जाएं एवं गौरव सहित गाएं। राष्ट्रगान
निशान और बेल्ट को ले जाने की आज्ञा दे श्रीमान।
पूरा पर उठाना पड़ेगा।
निशान चले, निशान को ले जाओ, राइट, चलाने, शट, शट, लेफ्ट, मध्य से, तेज, शट, राइट, लेफ्ट, silent, left,
Please rise in honor of President's colors as they are marched off to the tune of Air Force colors. Uniformed personnel shall salute.
जब निशान टोली आपके सामने से गुजरे तो आप उसके सम्मान में खड़े हो जाएं एवं वर्दीधारी सैनिक सल्यूट करें। निशान टोली गुजरने के बाद आप सभी अपने स्थान पर बैठ जाएं।
यह परेड भारत की सैन्य शक्ति के साथ साथ हमारे देश के सैनिकों की दृढ़ता, कर्तव्यनिष्ठा एवं शौर्य का प्रतीक है। सूर्य से नजर मिलाती आंखें और कदमों से कदम मिलाती वायु योद्धाओं की यह टोली दुश्मन के लिए एक चेतावनी है कि अगर हमारे देश की संप्रभुता पर कोई संकट आएगा तो हम सब एक साथ मिलकर दुश्मन और संकट का समूल विनाश कर देंगे। और इसी राष्ट्र धर्म को निभाते हमारे वायु योद्धा मानो कह रहे हों, इरादा है कि हम कमाल करेंगे और कमाल भी वो कि बेमिसाल करेंगे। मुस्तकबिल तो उसकी रजा पर है सिफर, कोशिश आसमां पे इबारत लिखने की हम बहरहाल करेंगे।
After the impeccable display of ceremonial drill today, please remain seated as we prepare for the next display. Very soon, we shall witness a thrilling performance by the Tri-Services Band and display of precision drill by the Air Warrior Drill Team, Subrito. This will be followed by a scintillating display of low-level aerobatics by PC7 Mark II aircraft, Light Combat Helicopter Prachand,
Sarang Helicopter Display Team, the mighty Sukhoi 30 MKI, indigenous light combat aircraft Tejas, and the Surya Kiran aerobatic team.
From the earliest times, music has been a soul-stirring accompaniment to the personnel in arms, acting as a catalyst to the spirit of battle and inspiring them to go forth and conquer. Military bands enliven the spirit, strengthen the mood, and help in promoting pride and camaraderie. Indian martial bands have existed in the Indian culture since the era of the Maratha Empire. However, it was only in the 18th century that organized military bands were brought to India by the British Army. Though Indian Army Band was formed in the pre-independence era, the Faculty of Music was established in October 1950 under the patronage of the then Commander-in-Chief, General K.M. Karyappa, OBE. The Indian Air Force Band was formed in the year 1944, while the Indian Naval Band was formed in 1945. Today, presenting for you, we have the Tri-Services Band comprising of 48 members from the Indian Army, Navy and Air Force. This
tune is a dedication to the Marshal of the Indian Air Force, Arjun Singh, Distinguished Flying Cross. This tune is composed and arranged for the military band by Flight Lieutenant L.S. Roopchandra.
So, how much is your current salary?
12 LPA.
How much are you expecting out of this job?
42 LPA.
Why such a steep ask?
12 LPA was my salary when I didn't integrate AI for my day-to-day work. Currently, I'm doing that. Hence, I'm able to save 95% of my time while coding, debugging, and data analysis. Also, I'm able to create presentations in under 5 minutes, making me 10x more productive than other resources.
Well, makes a lot of sense. We were looking for such a candidate only. Congratulations, you are hired. By the way, where did you master this AI skill from?
Oh, from B10X's AI tools and ChatGPT workshop. I mastered everything and became a certified AI tools user. That too in just 9 rupees. Even you can master AI tools and skyrocket your career by clicking the link down below at just 9 rupees.
How do you design a digital wallet? This question is often asked in machine coding round of interviews, and the answer has a lot to do with low-level design. What makes payment apps so simple for an end user is exactly why it is very complex to code. And to help you decode that, we are holding a masterclass on low-level design. From understanding clean architectures to turning your ideas into a product, this session will cover it all.
Register now on the link below.
Keep watching as the band is again changing formation, this time to form back into a square. The Tri-Services Band today has been trained under the guidance of Flight Lieutenant L.S. Roopchandra, Director of Music, Indian Air Force. The Indian Army Band from Officers Training Academy is led by Nayab Subedar Tony Mohan. The Naval Band from INS Kunjali is led by Chief Petty Officer Amit Datta. And the Air Force Band is led by Warrant Officer Ashok Kumar, Vishisht Seva Medal. Tri-Services Band enthralling you. Please give a big round of applause as they march off to the tune of Sare Jahan Se Acha. Ladies and gentlemen, please stay seated as the Air Warrior Drill Team is gearing up to captivate you with their precision drill display.
Ladies and gentlemen, get set to witness an exceptional display of teamwork, coordination and skill by the Air Warrior Drill Team Subrato of Indian Air Force. Air Warrior Drill Team Subrato is a unique display team, and with their choreographed elegance, they maneuver their rifle with grace and agility, demonstrating flawless technique and synchronization. The team consists of 28 young and vibrant air warriors. So far, the team has performed all over the country during last 19 years. Today, the team will perform thrilling rifle movements in 10 different formations. The motto of the team is Drill to Thrill. Now the team marches forward to seek permission from the Honorable Chief Guest to start the demonstration.
भैया सेक्रेटरी को फिर शुरू करने की आज्ञा दे श्रीमान।
Ladies and gentlemen, prepare yourself to experience an extraordinary and unconventional rifle drill with its first formation, the arrow formation. In this captivating rifle drill, precision and finesse are on full display as the air warriors execute each movement with fluidity and control. I need not mention the strict physical regimen of the team members as the 5.5 kg green rifle with bare barrel appears as a toy in their hands. Alternate line formation. Meanwhile, leading air craftsman Raghupati Dubey will perform solo advanced drill, which is a combination of agility, flexibility, and strength. From here, these air warriors will stretch over into cross formation seamlessly to demonstrate their versatility. Ladies and gentlemen, watch out for one of the most difficult movements in which the air warriors throw their rifles right into the rear man while marching. Ladies and gentlemen, can we have a huge round of applause for these air warriors? Formation is the inclined line formation. Here you can witness a series of drill exercises performed in continuation, followed by marching in the same order. Each movement is executed with grace and fluidity, showcasing not only their physical power, but also their mental discipline and concentration. which are going to be exchanged in that magical moment. And here they perform one more time for those who missed it the first time. With an enthusiastic advance, the team will form a square formation, and from here, the team will rearrange themselves into single aircraft formation. Meanwhile, leading aircraftman Raghupati Dubey is back amongst us with their impressive solo rifle maneuvers. The team will now back to form the square formation and will perform combination of movements in zigzag formation. Each movement is executed with meticulous attention to detail, from crisp transition between positions to the fluidity of their footwork. As they navigate through the intricate sequence of positions and transitions, every subtle adjustment is critical, separating these air warriors from the rest. Ladies and gentlemen, look straight ahead as the team is transforming from square formation to prism formation to give you all a closer view of these mesmerizing rifle movements. Ladies and gentlemen, while you all enjoying the drill moments, let me introduce you to the team members. Today, the team is led by leading aircraftman Aryan. In front rank, we have Sathiyam Chove. In second rank, we have Kopal Vasu, R.K. Gupta and Kopal Sahil. In third rank, LAC Kuldeep, Bhupendra, Suraj, Dagar and LAC Anish Chaudhary. In fourth rank, we have LAC Ave Rajput, Bhagel, Shantanu, Amit Pandey, Dodi, Satyam Chaube, and Amit Rathod. Officer in charge of AWDT, Wing Commander Kunal Khanna, Team Administrator, Squadron Leader H.S. Kanyal, along with the able team of instructors, Junior Warrant Officer R.B. Upadhyay and Junior Warrant Officer P. Ramesh Babu, have been actively involved to bring the standard of the display which you had witnessed. The team is now preparing itself for the grand finale, the tunnel formation, which is the most thrilling moment of the day. Ladies and gentlemen, watch out for the team leader who is going to test the precision of the teammates by passing through the tunnel of rotating rifles with bare bayonets. This moment is a result of immense practice, focused hard work, coordination between mind and the body, and the confidence in the abilities of self and their teammates. Now the team leader marches forward to seek permission from the Honorable Chief Guest to march out the team.
Ladies and gentlemen, please appraise our team with a thunderous round of applause for the wonderful performance by the young.
I want to thank me उन गलत स्टेप्स के लिए जो सही लेसन सिखा गए, बिन बुलाए आने के लिए, सीन को अपना बनाने के लिए, सबसे टफ स्टेप्स लेने के लिए, जीत की तरफ हर स्टेप लेने के लिए, for having the courage to make my way, make your way, and celebrate every step.
The all-new artisanal classic leather collection from Bata, starting at just rupees 2,499. Bata, make your way.
கொலம்பஸ் வெஞ்சர் கார்னேஜ் கிட்ட இருந்து ஃபோன். ஹோலி ஷிப், அவங்க கொடுத்த ஃபண்டிங்ல இருந்து தான் அமெரிக்காவை சுத்தி பார்த்தோம்னு நினைச்சுப்பானுங்க. ஹலோ யோர் ஹைனஸ், இல்ல நமஸ்தே ஃப்ரம் இந்தியான்னு சொல்லவா? போட்டோஸ் போட்டோஸ் சரி சார், கண்டிப்பா. லாமா சைடு ஒரே ஒரு செகண்ட் உங்களுக்கு அனுப்புறேன்.
மேஜிக் எரேசரால் தேவையில்லாத விஷயங்களை உங்க போட்டோவுல இருந்து அழிச்சிடலாம். கேன்வா இதயத்துல இருந்து வடிவமைக்க.
Diving right now. Pulling up. Beautifully describing a circle in the sky. Reaching the top of the arc. Momentarily defying gravity. The aircraft now recovered close to 250 knots and just 300 feet above the ground, positioning nicely for a flyby where you can see the entire plan of the beautiful aircraft. The pilot is now turning at max rate towards us and accelerating to 220 knots for the next maneuver, which is the roll off the top. Watch as the aircraft pulls up and does a smooth roll. And that was executed with perfect timing and grace. And the pilot is now positioning for a sharp hard turn. Watch as they bank sharply, pulling into a tight, high turn, pushing both the men and machine to their limit. After executing a hard left turn, the pilot is now smoothly transitioning to the right, setting up for a stunning nice edge maneuver. Now shift your gaze to the extreme right. As the name suggests, the aircraft will cut through the air like a knife. This is done by holding 90-degree angle of bank and application of rudder to hold the nose on the horizon. And there she goes, coming in, slicing through the sky. As she positions for the next maneuver, I would like to inform you that the PC7 was inducted in the Indian Air Force in 2013 and coincidentally by a team led by the present Air Officer Commanding in Chief Training Command, Air Marshal Nagesh Kapoor. Ladies and gentlemen, now as the PC7 comes in from your left, let's see what she does next. And the aircraft is flying inverted. Like they say, pilots have a very different perspective of the world. You look up at them and they look up at you. All officers of the Indian Air Force have to undergo training at Air Force Academy. The first flying instructor is always special, as he is the one who has taught them the art and science of flying. Finally, from the right, here she comes.
Ladies and gentlemen, keep your eyes on the aircraft as she now carries out a roll in front of these as a salute. There she rolls. That was the basic trainer aircraft of the Indian Air Force, the Pilatus PC7 Mark II.
Prachand, as it takes to the skies overhead to carry out some spectacular maneuvers. Dear audience, please look to your left. Can you spot the Prachand launching and getting into a hover right above the tree line? There it is coming towards us. Please welcome our very own indigenous Prachand with a round of applause. For the very first time, it is carrying out a low-level aerobatics display in Air Force Day Parade. The Prachand climbs now in preparation for its first maneuver, the wing over. There the Prachand carries out a right wing over and carries to move further right, approaching us. The display today is being performed by Wing Commander Parikshit Nandlal Joshi and Wing Commander Anubhav Mahedra of 143 Helicopter Unit, also known as the Dhanush. And for those who missed the maneuver the first time, the pilots are again positioning for another wing over. This time to the left, and there she goes, doing the wing over on the left. Look at that flying beauty, Prachand. With its successful operationalization, IAF has developed the potential to operate seamlessly from the highest battlefield in the world. Have you seen a helicopter hover and do a spot turn? If not, there is your chance. Please notice the rapid pull-up and the unique ability of the rotor as the pilot wants the helicopter under negative G to come to a hover high above the ground. The Prachand will now be turning on the spot. And there she turns on the spot. Prachand is now getting into a slow dive and gathering momentum to come right in front of us to demonstrate the steep minimum radius turn. Such a lethal combination of firepower, advanced systems and high altitude performance is unmatched by any other helicopter in the world. It has in its arsenal a turret-mounted gun, 70mm rockets, air-to-air missiles and air-to-ground missiles. Keep looking as the helicopter turns to carry out a steep turn again. And the aircraft turns. And then it does another steep turn. The Prachand has flown 2,500 hours since its induction towards training and operationalization all across India. It has emerged as a formidable attack helicopter in RAF's arsenal. Though light in weight, Prachand carries the punch of a heavyweight. It carries more firepower than any helicopter in the world in the same weight class. This flying beauty, the indigenous Prachand, surely teases as it goes away. But wait, hold your breath. And there it goes climbing steeply. Leads off its speed to zero. Bidding farewell to the lovely audience present today. Made by a self-reliant India, a self-reliant Indian Air Force. Once again, those were the crew, Wing Commander Parikshit Nandlal Joshi and Wing Commander Anubhav Mahendra from 143HU, the Dhanush, living up to their motto, Sathiyam Mukham, which translates to always focus on target. Let's give a big round of applause for the pilots for giving us this brilliant display and wish the Indian Air Force good luck and great hunting with the light combat helicopter Prachand.
उतना ही सच पूछो तो शर में ही बसती है दीप्ति विनय की संधि वचन संपूज्य उसी का जिसमें शक्ति विजय की। देवियों एवं सज्जनों, अभी आप सबने देखा भारत की शान भारतीय वायुसेना के लाइट कॉम्बैट हेलीकॉप्टर प्रचंड को, और अब तैयार हो जाइए और भी अद्भुत प्रदर्शन के लिए, क्योंकि कुछ देर में आसमान में निराश लगाने वाले हैं हमारे सारंग दल के हेलीकॉप्टर, जो कि भारतीय वायुसेना में सबसे सक्षम और आत्मनिर्भर भूमिका गौरव रखते हैं। And now our pilots are also to paint the skies in Sarang colors. So get ready for an unforgettable spectacle and feel the downwash of the rotors. Sarang helicopter is ready! formation dedicated to all the air warriors as we celebrate the 92nd anniversary of the Indian Air Force. फॉर्मेशन का नेतृत्व कर रहे हैं सारंग एक, जिसमें उड़ान भर रहे हैं टीम के कमांडिंग ऑफिसर ग्रुप कैप्टन संतोष कुमार मिश्रा। आज उनके सह पायलट है स्क्वाड्रन लीडर बुद्धि सागर डोंगरे। भारतीय वायुसेना ने हमेशा स्वदेशी रक्षा उत्पादन शक्ति के विकास और क्षमताओं को प्रोत्साहित किया है और अब सारंग टीम अपनी अगली आकृति से आत्मनिर्भरता का उल्लेख करते हुए हवा में हेलीकॉप्टराई का निर्माण कर आपके सामने से गुजरेगी। And this I stands for you, me, our motherland, and for these indigenously developed helicopters. और अब आपकी दाहिनी ओर से आते हुए सारंग बखूबी इंडिजनाइजेशन का प्रदर्शन। Wing Commander Gokul Krishnan. And our number 5 is being flown by Wing Commander Adarsh Thakur with Squadron Leader Akash as his co-pilot today. और अब आपकी बाईं ओर से आगे बढ़ती हुई टीम जल्द ही लीडर के आदेश पर डायमंड की आकृति में तब्दील हो जाएगी। आइए सुनते हैं लीडर की कमांड सीधे उनकी कॉकपिट से। Surprise! And here goes number 4 for the team's signature maneuver, the Dolphins Leap. All 3 helicopters flying abreast will pull up in the vertical plane and carry out a synchronized stall turn to the left. Please look straight ahead as Sarang 1, 2 and 3 run in for the Dolphins Leap. Joining up with the formation. इन खूबसूरत हवाई मशीनों को पूरी क्षमता से उड़ाने के साथ यह टीम एडवांस लाइट हेलीकॉप्टर ध्रुव की योग्यता एवं पायलटों के कौशल को ही न दिखाकर यह भारतीय विमानन प्रौद्योगिकी की प्रगामी प्रवीणता को भी दर्शाती है। And now a word about the maintenance team who ensures that these 5 birds take to the skies and return safe. The team of the technicians is being ably led by Wing Commander Prachand. Today here I would like to make a mention proudly that our team is presently the one and only 5 helicopter military display team in the entire world. On this note, set your gaze straight ahead as the team is rolling in for the crossover break. Both the pairs flying abreast will execute a synchronized banking until their rotors are nearly vertical and cross in very close proximity. the leader's call. Ready to witness the unmatched precision of our pilots. As both the pairs will now close in towards each other and the pilots will execute a coordinated pitch up, cross each other's flight path with just a hair's breadth of separation. तो अपनी नजरें दोनों ओर बनाए रखें क्योंकि आपकी दाहिनी ओर से आ रहे हैं सारंग 1 और सारंग 3 और बाईं ओर से आगे बढ़ रहे हैं सारंग 2 और सारंग 4 लेवल क्रॉस के लिए। To you all that while doing these daredevil maneuvers, the aircraft maintains the distance of only 1 rotor diameter. ऐसा ही एक उदाहरण प्रस्तुत करने के लिए तैयार विपरीत दिशाओं से आते हुए सारंग 3 एवं सारंग 4 एक दूसरे को तेज गति से पार कर आपके समक्ष स्टॉल टर्न करते हुए अपने सिग्नेचर मैन्यूवर का प्रदर्शन करेंगे। Please look straight ahead for Sarang 3 and Sarang 4 in high speed cross. Unity in diversity is India's distinction that trickles down to our team as well. Coming from diverse cultural backgrounds, speaking different languages, we all work together towards our common aim of winning hearts and saving lives. Right in front, we present a beautiful pulsating heart to the lovely audience present here today. With love, Sarang. And there comes a Cupid number 5 from your left, piercing straight through the beautiful Sarang heart. इन रंग बिरंगे हेलीकॉप्टर को देख भ्रमित न हो। आवश्यकता अनुसार इन सुंदर विमानों की भूमिका भी बदल जाती है। भारतीय वायुसेना के श्रेष्ठतम वायु योद्धाओं की हमारी इस टीम ने समय की मांग अनुसार सभी राहत कार्यों में भी अपने सक्षम और सशक्त होने का परिचय बड़ी ही उत्कृष्टता से दिया है। And this was evident once again during the recent floods in southern Tamil Nadu. Since the team's formation, it has mesmerized the audience in Singapore, Chile, Germany, United Kingdom, Bahrain, Mauritius, Sri Lanka, Russia, Dubai, and recently, 15 days ago, the Sarangs performed over the pyramids at the Egypt International Air Show, a truly proud moment for all of us. और अब अपनी नजर ले जाइए ठीक सामने क्योंकि सारंग आ रहे हैं अपने आज के आखिरी मैन्यूवर के लिए। Please look straight ahead as the team is coming together for a jaw-dropping display of synchronized brilliance, the Sarang split, on the soul-lilting tune of Vande Mataram. As the formation splits, the leader will pull up to present a salute to the nation. We shall listen out for the leader's call.
You're about to